Dear students, in this video I'll talk about poetic devices. They are also called literary devices and figures of speech as well. I have taken 5 devices today: simile, metaphor, personification, transferred epithet and alliteration. I'll be talking about the definition of these devices. I'll give you the examples of these devices, and I'll also mention the particular line from the poems where these devices have been used. Let's start with the first one, that is simile. Simile is the device which is used to make comparison between two different objects having at least one common quality, and this quality is expressed by words as and like. Let's see the example. Maharana Pratap was like the lion of Mewar. Here, the brave quality of Maharana Pratap is being compared with lion using the word like. Another example, life is like a journey. Life here is being compared with a journey using the word like. Now, let's see the example from textbook. Ashen like that of a corpse. In this particular line, the faded color of the face of Kamala Das' mother is being compared with a corpse using the word like. Another example, like rootless weeds. Here, the hair of the children sitting in the elementary school classroom are being compared with rootless weeds because the hair of these children are not properly maintained, properly oiled or combed. They are scattering over their pale faces. That is why here are being compared with rootless weeds using the word like. Now see the next device, that is metaphor. Metaphor is implied simile. We can call it compressed simile. Here formal comparison is not done like simile. I have taken those sentences only. Maharana Pratap was the lion of Mewar. In simile I told you Maharana Pratap was like the lion, where in metaphor Maharana Pratap was the lion of Mewar. Another example, in simile I told you life is like a journey, while in metaphor life is a journey itself. Means comparison, indirect comparison, informal comparison without using the word like or as, it is metaphor. Now let's see the example from textbook. The paper seeming boy with rat's eyes. Here the boy being described is so lean and thin, so weak, that the boy is being compared with the thickness of paper. Though here another device is also used, that is hyperbole. I'll talk about that device later on. But here you can see metaphor, metaphoric use of paper. With rat's eyes, eyes of this boy are being compared with the eyes of rat. This is also metaphor. Another, some shape of beauty moves away the pall from our dark spirit. Here, beauty removes the shroud of sadness from our dark spirit. Next device, personification. When inanimate objects or abstract ideas are spoken of as having life, it becomes personification. Means when non-living objects are assumed, described or predicted as living being, this is called personification. See the example, and her love came riding, and her true love came riding. Love here is personified. That is why love is riding. The mountains sing together. How can mountains sing? Simply because mountains are personified here. Now the example from textbook. Young trees is sprinting. Trees are personified here. That is why trees are sprinting. The road that pathetically pled. Road is pleading, means road is personified here. Otherwise, road can never plead. Now, next device, that is transferred epithet. When an epithet, means quality, is transferred from its proper word to another that is closely associated with it, it is called transferred epithet. Means when quality is transferred from one object to another object, this is called transferred epithet. See the example. She passed the sleepless night. Night can never be sleepless, but the person being talked about here may be sleepless. So the quality of person, quality of she is being transferred in night. That is why it is transferred epithet. Weary roads. Roads can never be weary. Roads can never be tired. Rather, the people walking on the roads will be tired. Now, example from textbook. Selfish cars. Cars can never be selfish, but the people sitting in the car will be selfish. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. Sea can never be cold. Rather, people fishing in the sea are cold. Now, next one, alliteration. This device has frequently been used by different authors and poets. When similar sounds or similar initial letters are repeated to create poetic effect, it is called alliteration. See the example. His fast friend now called him Brutus. Mark the words in red letter, sounds in red letter. His fast friend, this is alliteration. My neighbor's nephew needed some new notebooks. Neighbor, nephew needed new notebooks. They all are alliteration. Example from textbook. I have taken one example from each poem of a syllabus. Felt that old familiar ache, my childhood fear. Spectacles of steel, sudden strangeness, a flowery band to bind us, greedy good doers, sleek chivalric certainty. They all are the uses of alliteration. Dear students, I hope now you are able to identify these devices in different pieces of literature. Also, you can use these devices in your own writing. Thanks for watching.